back to the interview series. This is season 2. Today I have a very special guest, part of my media team. His name is Jack Quinn. Why don't you introduce yourself?
All right. I'm Jack, like CJ said. I play the trumpet. I also play the piano outside of band. What else do you want to know? I'm a math major, right? With a concentration in finance, and I have a geography minor as well. And yeah, I think that's all of the important stuff.
Nice to have you today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Wow. His first question is, just how are you today?
How am I today? Doing pretty good. I'm happy. My Phillies are in the World Series. Let's go. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. A couple of other things, but personal stuff, I guess.
Good to hear. Good to hear. All right. So let's get to know a little bit more about you. So, what made you decide to be a math major?
Math major. I've just always liked math. Coming out of high school, it was either math or music, and I was thinking music at first, but didn't enjoy the process too much. In terms of like mock auditions for stuff, and math has always been something that I wouldn't mind making a career out of, whereas music was more of a hobby. I'd like to keep it that way. So math was the easy choice, but yeah.
Now, if I remember right, you were a transfer student to ESU.
Yes.
Could you explain what made you go through that process between your previous college and then what made you transfer over to ESU?
My first year of college didn't go the best for me. There was a lot of pressure that I put on myself from living at home and, knowing where everything was to having to figure everything out for myself. It was a lot of stressful changes that I never really quite got the hang of my first year, and not knowing what I wanted to do beyond college made spending the money that I did not worth it. So I transferred to Northampton Community College first. I got a General Studies Associate's degree there, and then I want to say it was spring of 2020. Yeah, that sounds right, because that was still during COVID. Yeah, spring 2020 was my first semester at ESU, and that was online. And I know one of the professors here, so there were a few reasons that I eventually ended up at ESU. Having the marching band was one of them. Knowing a couple of the professors was one of them. And it's worked out pretty well.
You're graduating soon, right?
Yeah.
Spring semester?
Crazy. Should be this upcoming fall, December.
Nice.
Yeah.
For the viewers that don't know, Jack is a very space-oriented person. So just explain that love and hobby.
I don't even know when it started. I just elementary school science classes, my favorite lessons were always those about like clouds or space or those kinds of things. I didn't really like the rocks or the that stuff too much. I loved the space lessons, and I had a very, very basic telescope when I was a little kid, and I used it like once, couldn't get the hang of it, and then I just kind of threw it in the attic. And then when everything was shut down during the lockdown and all that, I was so bored, but I had taken an astronomy class at Northampton, and during the summer, where like early summer, late spring, there was a lunar eclipse, not a total one, but just like a partial one. but I still wanted to, try and see something. So I brought out this little telescope that barely did anything, but it was still so cool seeing the moon through a telescope and not just, as a little dot. And so my parents gave me a better telescope for my 21st birthday. And now it's just all I do. Whenever I have a free second and there's something up in the sky worth looking at, looking at the moon, looking at Saturn, Jupiter, taking pictures of the moon especially. I love to do that, as you know, and some people in the band know, but yeah, I love taking pictures of the moon. So I guess the love has always been there for the sky and space and the sunsets and all that, but it's only within like the last couple of years that anything has really come of it. And it's I'm happy that it's such a big part of me now.
You want to keep that like throughout your life, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. I have some tentative plans for things to do.
Nice.
Maybe like I thought of like making a calendar out of like moon pictures, have a different picture every month, something like that. I owe one of my I have to get one of my aunts like a printed picture, so that'll be cool. Hope you're not watching this because I just spoiled the surprise. No, but yeah, I hope it's something that I can keep around for a while.
Nice. All right. Talk about another one of your loves that you've made it very known to the band.
Yes.
That you like is you're a big fan of Coldplay.
I am. Who's not though? Even if you say you don't like them, you're wrong. No, they're oh gosh, they've been. I've liked their music forever, but I only really got big into the band and like followed the band around high school. I heard Clocks on the radio all the time growing up. I heard Viva La Vida at a Toronto Blue Jays game the very first time. But it wasn't until A Sky Full of Stars came out in I think 2014 where I really started I have space socks on today, how about that, where I really started to go back through like all of their other songs, and I realized it was like, oh my gosh, I know all these songs. So ever since 2014 I've sort of been like keeping up with all their album releases, and when they come around here to tour and whatever, and for the most part I'm pretty on top of stuff that they're doing. But yeah, they're a great live band in my opinion. They're my favorite band. But yeah,
at least from what I know them, they seem very wholesome about what they do too.
Yeah, they you can tell that they love what they're doing, and people might not always agree with the sound they put out or what they're doing, but they believe it wholeheartedly, and they want something and they're gonna go for it, whatever that is, whether it's a sound or someone they're collaborating with or whatever. And it's admirable in the sense that they know what they are, they know who they are, and they're unashamed of it.
Yeah. That's what you really need. Just you have a direction, you know what you want, go do what you want. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Bring it back towards you a little bit.
Sure.
What made you choose the trumpet and the piano?
The piano, I don't have a specific answer for the trumpet, I don't think. But the piano, I think, came because when I was like 2, 3, 4, whatever, we, every kid has like a little keyboard that they just play around on, and no one really knows what's going on, but they just do whatever. And as it's been explained to me, I don't know how accurate it is, but this is the story as I know it. I would play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I could hear when a note I played was wrong, and I would like try and find the right note and play the right note, which I didn't understand at the time, but apparently that's not such a common thing to have. I've later discovered that if it's not perfect pitch, it's quite close.
It's like relative pitch, I think that's the term.
it's pretty close. So that is something that has helped a lot. I mean, with playing the Coldplay on the piano, that's helped a lot with that. But yeah, so that sort of made my parents go, should we get him more involved in this? And since I was 5 or 6, I've been taking lessons with someone who's incredibly sweet and supportive of me, and I appreciate her a lot. The trumpet, I think, was just, a couple of my friends were doing it in elementary school. I wanted to fit in, but I also wanted to play the flute initially because one of my older cousins played the flute. I was told it was not I don't remember I don't want to misquote my mom, but she didn't let me play the flute. And I think one of my sister's friends' older brothers had a trumpet and was looking to get rid of it, so I just took it, and it's been mine ever since. So I've had the trumpet for about 10 years and the piano for about 15 or 16 now.
Yeah. And if you're ever in the band room, Jack will always be playing the piano.
Not always, but sometimes, yeah.
Oh yeah, you play it beautifully. You play the Nocturne.
Yeah. There's I mean, right now there's a few, but oh God, I don't want to I don't want to mispronounce it, but there's one piece by Franz Liszt, and it's beautiful, and I love playing it right now, and so that's the one that I play most in here. Yeah, I just hope I don't annoy you guys by playing so much.
No, as long as you're not messing up notes,
no,
you're not smacking the piano
Yeah.
No, that's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
More quick question. What's your favorite food?
Oh, favorite food. In 2nd grade, I would have said my grandmother's meatballs. The answer, because that was for a first communion question. Nowadays, what do I like? Cheesecake. I don't. Yeah, we'll go with cheesecake.
Not a bad answer. Cheesecake is good.
I love it.
Just regular old plain cheesecake?
I mean, yeah, that's the classic. I'll try other flavors. I had like a brownie cheesecake ice cream a few weeks ago, and that was really good. Or like strawberry cheesecake, blueberry like fruit cheesecake.
Fruit.
That's good. Yeah, I mean any sort of cheesecake, really, you can't go wrong.
So you've been part of the band for 2 years now.
Yes.
Just finishing up your 2nd season.
Yes.
How would you say you reminisced over the times you've been in and any stand-on memories, just general thoughts about being in the band so far?
Well, I would say that the number one thing being in this band has taught me is that how do I want to put this? It's okay, and it's good to let myself have fun, specifically with dancing around in the kickoff cadence. I love that. Any specific memories? No, I mean the whole thing has just been a great experience. Yeah, it's been super rewarding for me. I've met a lot of great people and made some great friends, and yeah, I'm just super grateful, super happy that I've been able to be in the Warrior Band for 2 years.
Is there one thing you would change about the band? You could be perfectly honest about what.
What would I change? I mean, more people. More people who care. I would say that. Not that there are some people here that don't care, but I came from a high school where, we wanted to be great all the time, and I understand that the priority is different in college. We're about entertainment. We're about, we play at football games. We play at parades. We don't compete for anything. We don't. We're. We don't go to MetLife Stadium or anything. But it'd be cool to be able to look better on the field, to sound better on the field. Maybe it's just the musical perfectionist in me talking, but I don't know. I mean, in terms of, aside, maybe cut this out. Aside from that, the thing I would change about the band is that hey Brie, I think within sections, you have your own individual families, but since we've gotten a little bit bigger since last year, I'd like, I'm gonna hate admitting this, but I still don't know everyone's name. I still don't know some people in the guard. I still don't know some people in percussion. And I really would like to. It's just we haven't had. I haven't had much of a chance to meet everyone and talk to everyone as much as I'd like to. I understand you can't be friends with everyone. It's just not realistic. But not knowing, we have 2 weeks left and I don't know everyone's name, and I kind of hate that. I really do. So I wish we were more of a collective unit off the field, as opposed to just, maybe like a group of friends here, a group of friends here, a group of friends here. Maybe it's not the most realistic, but that's the one thing I think I would change.
Okay. This is one of the last questions.
Sure.
What's been your best band moment so far? ESU, high school, wherever else?
Best or most iconic?
Either one of the two. I mean, I think I know what you're going to go for iconic, but
it's a classic. My freshman year of high school, the whole season was going very well. It was unfortunate. We had our band director's father and our old band director had passed away like right before the season was supposed to start. So basically, we were dedicating that whole season to him, to honor him. The music was very, very fitting, and the show was excellent. And we were, we weren't always top of the leaderboard, but we were pretty close. And for championships, we went to MetLife Stadium, and I fell right on the NFL logo. There's a YouTube video that exists. And it's I was so distraught in the moment, but we came out on top somehow. Thankfully, I don't think any of the judges saw it. I never actually went back and listened to the tapes or anything, but yeah, that those couple hours between the fall and finding out that we won was some of the most stressful times I've been alive. But yeah, it was so rewarding in the end. and it was a really fun show, and it was something I'll definitely remember forever. As for here, I would just say that, you know, even having become, like, how do I want to say this? I think it's pretty fair to say that from when I first got here last year to now, I've become a lot more outgoing and talkative. But it was tough to make myself like part of conversations. But when at the end of last year, because you know you've had the wind appreciation moments forever, but when I suggested the moon appreciation moment and then it actually happened, that was really cool. It goes back to my silly love of space and the moon and all that, but it was really cool that something that I suggested actually happened. Hey, Amber. So in terms of here, I'd say that.
And then my last question is, it's kind of a question.
Go for it.
What would you say to, the viewers that are watching, what would you say is, like, they're going to be future members, all that stuff? If they become future members, what would you say to them?
To future members, don't be afraid to have fun. You know, you hear, if you're coming from a high school marching band, like mine, like Nazareth, where, you know, it's a lot of work, still expect to put in work, but, you know, we prioritize relationships, we prioritize having fun, we prioritize, you know, it's not, you know, I say I'd like us to look better and sound better, but that's not ultimately what we're about as a band. We're about having fun. We're about just being together, being here with each other, just having a good time. So if you're a new member, you know, we're not Ohio State or anything, but you're gonna have a really good time. And yeah, don't be afraid of it. Let yourself have fun. It'll make the whole thing so much better. And I wish I had learned that sooner, because, you know, I'm almost done. But better late than never, I guess. So take it from me. Have fun with whatever you're doing. Have fun.
Well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem, anytime. So that will conclude this episode of the interview series. Be sure to follow us on our socials, ESU Bands on Instagram, TikTok. We don't have Twitter.
I thought we did. We don't.
I don't think we do.
Oh.
If we do, it's not being used.
Okay. Fair.
Follow our Facebook page. I think is active. We also have the band app. Follow us on band app. We have two groups. Some ESU Marching Warriors would be the main group, and then the ESU Marching Warriors interest group if you're interested in joining. Links will be in the description and all that stuff. But until then, have a great day. Peace.
Go Phillies.
Hopefully they won by the end of this, whenever this gets uploaded. Until
it might be over by the time it gets uploaded.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yikes. That question about what would I like to see change, I'm much happier with my second answer than I am with my first.